Guys, Kenwood Sports, man. I'm back with another one, man. We got a big one today. I'm talking about a big one, man. College football. This what you watch for. This what you watch college football for. SEC football, big boy football. Kenwood Sports. I got the best channel on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel if you're watching this video. Like this video if you're watching this video. We got UGA Bulldogs. That's right, Georgia Bulldogs at the Alabama Crimson Tide, man. Led by Kirby Smart, the best. Salute to Kirby, man. The best coach out there right now, for real. Against Kalen DeBoer, man. The former coach for the Washington Huskies. And I'm going to lace y'all up. This is the coach that coached Michael Penix and Rome Odunze, who playing for the Bears right now. He did a hell of a job last year and got this job at Alabama. And you know Nick Saban had to vouch for him to get this job. And you know what? I watched him. I actually watched him last year, 3 different games. I watched him 2 times versus Oregon because he was coaching against Dan Lanning, another Kirby Smart protege. Dan Lanning coached Oregon and Bo Nix. I also watched that game Dan Lanning played against. The reason why I started tapping into Dan Lanning because of the way he was popping off at the mouth versus Colorado. He was talking big noise versus Colorado. Y'all remember that quote he said, they play for clicks, right? We play for wins and they play for clicks. That was Dan Lanning. He used to be at Georgia. He went over to Oregon. But I watched DeBoer. DeBoer is the head coach. Now, I get carried away sometimes. Ride with me when I do that. But DeBoer, he was coaching over at Washington. He coached Michael Penix. And I seen him in tight situations. I seen this dude get in some real tight situations. He had to make some quick decisions, man. And he did that, and he won. He came out on top. He went out there and he won the Pac-12 versus Oregon and Bo Nix and Dan Lanning with Michael Penix, with Rome Odunze. Michael Penix was doing his thing out there. I'm telling you, he was working. But at the same time, last year, and y'all might have forgot, Washington was in the national championship under his leadership. They end up playing against Michigan. Jim Harbaugh known for these big games. He's been in Super Bowls before. He's been in NFC championships before. He a big dog when it comes to these situations. So Michigan got the best of them boys. When you got teams like Michigan and they get in a situation like that, when you got a coach like Jim Harbaugh behind them, they're going to win those games, man. Washington wasn't ready for that game, man. They really wasn't. Too much experience, man. Such a big program. They known for being in big games, great atmospheres. But DeBoer, you got a big one on your hands today. It's Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs, man. And listen to this. Georgia, over the last 3 years, in 2021, y'all know they played Alabama. They lost it in the regular season, ended up beating Georgia in the Alabama in the national championship. The second year, 2022, Georgia went undefeated that year, won a second national championship under Kirby Smart. The third year, they end up losing in the was that the national championship? That was the SEC championship, which stopped them from getting to the national championship last year, which was the one Michigan and Washington played in. So in 3 seasons, Georgia done lost 2 times. That's 44 games. 15, 15, and 14. That's 44 games they done lost 2 times, and both of them was to Alabama. And guess what? Carson Beck is, 6-1 against top 20 teams, and he only lost 1 of those games, and that was to Alabama. So you tell me what you think finna happen today. In Alabama, in Tuscaloosa. Jalen Milroe coming back again to do it again. He's trying to get these boys in position to get into a national championship, back to the SEC championship. Jalen Milroe was the quarterback last year. He had a good season. He balled out. He can run the ball. He a running threat. He got that weapon though. Ryan Williams, 17 years old. I ain't never seen nothing like this before, man. I keep seeing stuff in college football that I say I wouldn't think that I would ever see. Ryan Williams, 17 years old, 295 yards, 3 or 4 touchdowns already at 17 years old. I don't care who you played. This boy is 17 years old doing this, man. But you going up against this Georgia defense. Them boys not even allowing 100 yards. Not even 100 yards. I know their last game was against Kentucky. I can't even remember who Georgia played them first 2 games, but bruh. 100, not even they allowing 91 yards passing through the air. That 91 yards passing through the air. Nobody, since Nick Saban is gone, there's no better coach in football to me than Kirby Smart. Nobody has his players in position to be successful more than Kirby Smart. That's what I talk about when I talk about big boy football and the difference in just having talent and coaching. That's why I think the Bengals could be the Cincinnati Bengals if they had a good coach in place. Coaching got to be the difference. It got to be the difference maker when you got a lot of talent. Kirby Smart, he never leaves no stone unturned. Watches a lot of film. I can tell he watch a lot of film because his guys always know where to be and they know what to do in every situation. And they never get started when it comes time for crunch time. To go through 3 seasons and only lose 2 games. This game right here, I don't care what nobody say. I'm rolling with Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby Smart, man. I'm rolling with Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby Smart. I don't care if it's in Tuscaloosa. Nick Saban ain't there. The boy, you got to prove yourself in the SEC. You don't just come over here and getting picked. You got to prove yourself. You beat Western Kentucky. You beat USF and you struggled against them. And then you're going to beat Wisconsin. No, that's not enough for me. Beat the Bulldogs. Plus, I hope y'all get an L to help LSU out in the West. Yeah, that's right. But I'm rolling with Kirby Smart and these boys in that defense, man. I know they're going to show up. After a scare like they did against Kentucky, winning that game by only 1 point, when Kirby Smart do that, when they have a letdown, a game they know they should win, and my partner told me to take Kentucky in the points, and I didn't gamble that week. But I'm riding with the Bulldogs. I feel like they're just gonna come out on top. Etienne, they brought Etienne over there from Florida, the running back, who's the brother of Etienne, who plays for the Jaguars. They just got talent on top of talent anyway. I'm gonna roll with these boys in Tuscaloosa. No Nick Saban. If it was Nick Saban, it'd be a different story. But I'm trying to think, how many times has he been? I think he only beat Alabama 1 time since he been playing against Nick Saban since he been at Georgia, and that was in 2021 when they won the national championship. I think that was 2021 when they won the national championship. To be honest, I don't feel like that Georgia. I don't feel like this used to happen a couple times in the SEC. What happened with LSU when LSU beat Alabama in the regular season and then had to play Alabama in the national championship. Man, if I beat you in the regular season, I'm not trying to see you again in the playoffs, man. For real, to be honest with you. But it is what it is, man. I got the best sports channel on YouTube. I'm going to lace y'all up with good information, good stats, good numbers, good history. But look, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Go ahead and like the video if you haven't liked this video. And I'm going to get back with y'all in the next one.